We've all seen it, right? That giant mountain of trash. It's one of the biggest problems we face on a global scale. But what if the future of waste didn't look like a problem at all? What if it looked more like a gold mine? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into the incredible science that's turning that very idea into reality. So, Section 1, the global waste crisis. Before we can really appreciate the genius of the solutions, we first have to get our heads around the massive scale of the challenge we're up against. And, the growth here is just staggering. As more of us move into cities, as our population grows, the amount of waste we produce is just skyrocketing. This isn't some slow, steady trickle. It's a full-on flood, and it's pushing our current systems to the absolute breaking point. And the stakes, they honestly could not be higher. All this waste isn't just an eyesore. It's actively hurting us. We're burning through finite resources, pumping more and more greenhouse gases into the air, and contaminating the very soil and water we depend on. It's a massive risk to our health and to the health of the entire planet. Section 2, old ways, new problems. Now, you might be thinking, hey, we've had ways to deal with trash for decades. And you're right. But as we're about to see, the old playbook just isn't working for the new game we're in. So the traditional go-to method has always been something called thermochemical processing. Fancy words for basically using a ton of heat. This includes things like incineration, which is, let's be honest, just burning trash, or pyrolysis, which breaks things down with high heat where there's no oxygen. The goal has always been simple: make the pile of trash smaller and maybe, just maybe, get a little energy back. But here's the kicker. While, these old methods do shrink the trash pile, they come with some really serious hidden costs. If the combustion isn't perfect, you get harmful pollutants and nasty corrosive gases pouring into the atmosphere. And frankly, it's often super inefficient. So much valuable materials, so much potential, literally just goes up in smoke. We're just trading one problem for another. Section 3, 2 paths to upcycling. Okay. This is where things get really cool. This is where modern science totally changes the conversation. Instead of just trying to get rid of waste, we're now finding these brilliant ways to upcycle it. Let's look at the 2 incredible high-tech paths that are leading this revolution. All right, so the first path isn't about starting from scratch. It's about taking that old idea of burning stuff and giving it a massive 21st century upgrade. Seriously, think of it like going from a smoky, old-school blacksmith's forge to a sleek, clean, incredibly high-precision industrial furnace. So what does that upgrade actually look like? Well, the details are pretty amazing. We're talking about totally new designs, like these cylindrical chambers that are way better at holding in heat. We're using precision-guided airflow to make absolutely sure everything burns completely. And this is crucial. We're using advanced filtering systems to capture almost all of the nasty stuff before it even has a chance to escape. Now, path number 2, it could not be more different. This one is less about fire and way more about biology. Biological upcycling basically unleashes a tiny army of microscopic helpers, we're talking bacteria and fungi, to do all the hard work for us. It's like building a super efficient industrial-scale digestive system for all of our organic waste. And here's how this biological magic happens. Inside these big, controlled tanks with no oxygen, the microbes just get to work, munching away on all the food scraps and agricultural waste. But this process doesn't just get rid of the waste. No, it actually transforms it. It creates things like biogas, which we can use for clean energy, and these amazing nutrient-rich biofertilizers that can help us grow our next batch of food. It's this beautiful, natural cycle. Section 4, Smarter Together, the integrated future. Okay, so we've got these 2 really powerful new paths, right? The advanced heat and the biological process. But the real breakthrough, the thing that truly defines the future of waste management, isn't about choosing one. It's about making them work together. Which naturally leads you to ask this very logical question. Which one is better, the high-tech furnace or the microbial workforce? Well, that is the big aha moment. This isn't a competition. The true genius, the real magic, happens when we combine them into a single, smart, integrated system. And this is exactly how it works. It all starts with really intelligent sorting. See, all the organic stuff, your food scraps, yard trimmings, that gets sent down the biological path. And then everything else, the plastics, the mixed materials that the microbes can't handle, that goes to the advanced thermochemical route. Each bit of waste gets sent to the process that's best at extracting every last drop of value from it. Nothing is wasted. But what if we could make this amazing system even better? Well, we can. There are a couple of key technologies that are like force multipliers, totally supercharging the whole process from start to finish. First up, you've got artificial intelligence. Think about robotic arms sorting through waste with a speed and accuracy no human could ever match. The AI can also monitor the systems in real time, making tiny little adjustments to temperature or airflow to keep everything running at peak efficiency. And then you have nanotechnology. This gives us these incredible, hypersensitive sensors that can detect pollutants at microscopic levels and can even help us pull out valuable materials like precious metals right from the waste stream. So, Section 5, from trash to treasure. When you put all of these pieces together, the two paths working in harmony, boosted by AI and nanotechnology, what you get is this fundamental, game-changing shift. Waste is no longer a problem you have to bury, it becomes a resource that you can actually mine. And this quote from the source material just nails it, doesn't it? It's all about changing how we look at this stuff. It's a total change in perspective. Waste isn't the end of a product's life, it's the beginning of a whole new one. And look at what this new resource stream gives us. I mean, this is the treasure. We're getting sustainable energy, high-tech carbon materials for new products, amazing biofertilizers for our farms, and a steady stream of recycled raw materials to use again. This is what a real circular economy is all about. It's a closed loop, a system where the very idea of waste is engineered out. Everything we use can be broken down, reprocessed, and remade into something valuable again and again and again. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. For more than a century, we've treated our waste as our greatest liability. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if it's about to become our most valuable asset for the future?